Have you ever realized that every time you look up at the night sky, you aren't seeing the universe as it is right now, but rather as it was thousands or even millions of years ago? It sounds like science fiction, but the cosmos is quite literally an invisible time machine. And what happens when we use that machine to look all the way back to the beginning of time? Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about one of the most mind-bending realities of our universe. We usually think of telescopes as tools that simply let us look across vast distances, but they do something much more profound than that. Because of a fundamental rule of physics, looking deep into space actually means looking deep into the past. Let's break down exactly how this works and look at the one famous photograph that proved it to us. It all comes down to the speed of light. Light travels at just under 300,000 kilometers per second. That is unbelievably fast, and it is actually the fastest speed attainable in the entire universe. But the universe is so unimaginably vast that even at that ultimate speed, it takes a serious amount of time for light to get from one place to another. Because of this massive light delay, our ability to see the universe as it appears right now is completely impaired. Let me give you a couple of real-world examples. Our nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 4.2 light-years away. That means the light hitting your eye from that star right now actually left 4.2 years ago, so you are seeing the star exactly as it was in the past. And that is just on our local stellar scale. When we look at our nearest spiral galaxy, Andromeda, we are looking across about 2.5 million light-years. The light we see from Andromeda right now left when humanity was just starting to use stones as tools. The rule is incredibly simple. The further away a galaxy is, the longer the light's travel time and the younger that galaxy appears to be. The deeper we look into the dark, the further back we are looking in time, passing through the different stages of the universe's entire life. And no piece of technology has allowed us to look deeper into this rich history than the magnificent Hubble Space Telescope. Launched in 1990, Hubble orbits the Earth and points out towards space, which allows it to take crystal-clear images undeterred by the atmospheric disturbances that mess with our ground-based telescopes. Its deep camera technology allows us to look incredibly deep into space, revealing a much younger, evolving universe. In 1995, after the telescope received a major servicing upgrade, the director of the Space Telescope Science Institute, Robert Williams, did something incredibly bold with his allocated operational time. Instead of pointing the telescope at a known, luminous target, he decided to test our theories on the age and size of the universe by focusing the instruments on a tiny, seemingly empty patch of the night sky. They chose a spot in the constellation of Ursa Major, also known as the Big Dipper, where absolutely nothing could be seen from Earth. To give you a sense of scale, this patch of sky was about 1/12 the diameter of the Moon, which is equivalent to a mere 1/24 millionth of the total night sky expanse. For 10 straight days, the telescope just stared into this empty, dark void, gathering whatever extremely faint light it could find. When they processed the data and compiled the 342 photographs, the result changed our understanding of the cosmos forever. They didn't find an empty void. Instead, contained within that tiny pin-sized segment of the sky were over 3,000 galaxies. This became known as the legendary Hubble Deep Field image. But remember the rule we talked about earlier. This image isn't so much a representation of distance as it is a literal window back through time. In the shallower parts of the image, astronomers could see rich, fully formed spiral galaxies. But as they looked deeper and further back in time, the galaxies became less luminous and entirely unstructured. These early, distant galaxies occupied only a few pixels and shone much less brightly because they hadn't yet had the time for vigorous star formation. Instead, they were just full of early star-forming gases. By taking this photograph, scientists were literally watching the universe build itself from the ground up. They were seeing the visual proof that after the Big Bang, atoms formed into stars, which gathered into dwarf galaxies, and after billions of years of countless galactic collisions, they finally formed the massive spiral galaxies we see today. Because of light's ultimate speed limit, the universe gives us the incredibly special opportunity to stare backward through time. Every deep space photograph is a snapshot of our own primordial history. So, the next time you look up at the stars, remember that you aren't just looking at space, you are looking into the invisible time machine. If you enjoyed this journey through space and time, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into our amazing universe, and let me know down in the comments what specific event in the universe's history would you use the time machine to look back at. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.